So this is just another part of the wall here. You can see they do like little stage presentations. They must have a little bar over there. So you kind of see that. And you can, like, I mean, it's probably hard to see, but there's a lot of like marks on the dome, and those are like bullet marks, right? Bullet marks, impact marks from over the years. So, and a lot of this wall is made of coral. So you can see it's like coral that was either cut and placed there. So, give you a view of the other side here. And like I say, a ton of vendors, right? You just can't go anywhere. You can't stop, you can't walk without someone offering you a beer, water, day tour, something. It really gets annoying, right? But this is where Drake landed. I put some history about that on the screen. And you can see off in the distance, right? So that wall continues around the city there. We'll go over there. It's 11 kilometers in total. So, give you a little shot of the vendors over here. Gracias.
Gracias a ti.
So you can see like the wall here, the outside of the wall, how it's like sloped, and there's even like a little bit of a drainage ditch or a moat, right? So definitely some good defenses, right? So like I say, vendors, once again, super aggressive. This guy's just not leaving me alone. He's just constantly asking me if I want to buy something, right? So really, I understand people here need money. I get it, but look, it's just constant harassment, right? So, and there's really no police per se that walk around to prevent that. I'm not saying that you need the police because it's not dangerous, but it's definitely, there he goes. It's definitely something that's just annoying, right? So this is where we were. Just walked over here, and you can see like this level here is higher than this level. The reason is because if invaders breach that level, the defenders would have a higher position here to shoot down on them, right? So pretty impressive. Have the original cannons here, and they built this to protect them from pirates, right? The city was ransacked 3 times, so that's why they built these defensive fortifications. You could definitely say it give you a good line of sight. And this bay, the ocean out here, it's not a bay, it's the ocean, is super deep, right? So they could bring the ships like almost up to the shore and start beaching the troops, right? So and they have these like rotunda defensive fortifications here, right? So have like little shooting areas you can see inside there, right? One on each side. So give you a view here. So each one of these would have had a cannon on them, and so this one overlooks that embankment, right? And that so the reason for that is because you know, if the enemy starts breaching over here, making its way, you can provide fire and cover over here from this angle, as well as those defenders shooting down on them. So it's definitely a good defense, right? So here we were right over here looking this way. So there's like a bridge here, and there's a road, cars can pass underneath, right? So what used to be here when it was built, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like little pegs that stick out of the wall here, and there used to be kind of like doors, right? Big iron heavy doors that would provide security, right? So this is kind of like the view inside of the city, right? So it's very reminiscent of like Havana, the colonial style. So there's a lot of like rooftop sitting areas. There's just a lot of things to see, right? So I kind of wanted to show you this here. So see, this is the fruit scam, right? They put a fruit on your head. You kind of have to pay them, and if you notice, there's 3, right? So you're gonna have to pay 3, maybe, oh, there's 4 of them. So you'll have to pay each one of them something, right? What that is, I don't know. I'm not gonna find out, but it's definitely one of those things to be aware of. Don't let them put anything on your head. Don't let them get in your picture. Definitely, it's a scam. The other scam that's here too are like people that walk around, ask you if you want a massage. That's a complete scam. So definitely avoid that. There are places, I'm sure, if you want to get a massage or something that are more reputable. But somebody that's walking by to ask you for a massage, whether it's here or on the beach or whatever, just pass on that, right? So this is a restaurant, bar, Cafe Del Mar, right? It's pretty good, I guess. It's what they tell me. I haven't eaten here, but that's what a lot of people say. So anyway, we'll get down off the wall. We'll go down there, and then I think I'll leave the video here. So I just can't make this stuff up. So the second I turn the camera off and put it down, this fruit lady runs up to me and asks me for a propina, a tip. I'm like, why? And she's just like, tu photo. I didn't take no picture. So let me tell you. And I turned the camera back on and pointed it at her, and she just ran away. So definitely, like I say, definitely be on the up and up about that. So here's kind of like one of those pass through. It's pretty neat, right? So it's not a street, but you can imagine there would be doors and fortifications, right? So anyway, if you want to use the bathrooms here, just to let you know, it's 1,200 pesos, about 50 cents. Nothing is free. So this here is kind of like it's a square, but there's a statue over here, which is everybody takes a picture of it. We'll get a little closer to it. I'm not sure if it's art. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it is one of those things that draws a lot of people here, right? So I'll give you a little shot of that. And something else you may or may not be able to hear are the people playing music. So that's another big scam. Some people have music boxes, and they'll come up and they'll start rapping to you, right? It's a complete scam. So what's disappointing is there's a lot of these churches that are closed, It'd be really nice to see inside of them, but they're all pretty much closed. Whether it's COVID, whether it's something else, I'm not really sure. But every church I've seen is all closed. So. So everywhere there's someone outside the restaurant trying to get you to buy something like that, right? So it's, I mean, there's a lot of nice things, and that's fine. See here, like this guy is just wandering around, and look, I mean, it's nice stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's just like the harassment is too much, right? So here's a really great church, but it's closed. Don't know why. So this building over here, this large building which occupies half of a city block, is where the country adopted the independence constitution of Colombia in 1811. So all the people were gathered all here in the streets and everything. So you can imagine it was a really, really big event a couple hundred years ago, right? So that's the thing. So no, gracias, no. So like I said, I think the takeaway from Cartagena is just the harassment, right? It's just unbelievable, right? So don't know, we got another 3 weeks, right? But see how it goes. Like I said, it'd be nice to go inside these churches, but they're just not open. So you can see there's like fruit vendors over there. You want to avoid those. I think I'm just going to leave or pretend the camera's on. That seems to really like dissuade them from coming over for whatever reason, right? So this is just the other end of the church here. There's a statue. I think it's the Pope. I'll leave this here. So it's just the Plaza Proclamation. This kind of talks about so a little something there, right? Kind of give you the view. And I'm definitely being the tourist, right? I'm walking around with this video camera filming things. I'm 6'2", I'm white. Definitely don't fit in here. So, and you can hear the fruit ladies, right? They're just crazy. It's probably going to turn into an argument at some point, I would imagine. So it's like I said, it's just, it is Saturday here, so there's a ton of people out, vendors, right? You know, and another thing too, if you're going to come down here, it's like taxis don't have meters, so negotiate the price of the taxi before you get in it, right? Film it if you have to give yourself peace of mind. So, because you could get to your destination and he could tell you it's double or triple what you agreed to, and you don't have any proof. And the police probably are not going to take your word for it. So, something to think about. So, and yes, Colombia is kind of like the emerald capital. So there's emerald stores everywhere you go. And it's your negotiation skills, right, that matter. So this. So there's no shortage of money exchange places, people selling hats. Depending on your financial situation, the best thing to do is just take money out of an ATM. Just take money out of an ATM and go that route. So, see, here's one of those scams. This guy just wanders around, and what he'll do is he'll just start rapping to you, and then he'll just demand that you pay him money because he did a service for you. So something else that's really important is, sounds strange, but don't let anybody help you, because somebody could be like, well, I gave him directions, or I took him here, I did that, you have to give me a tip, right? So really just be on your toes, right? There is the police around here. They're super nice, super helpful. If you need something, definitely contact someone that's dressed in a police uniform. So anyway, this is kind of the back of the clock tower. That's the direction we came from. I'm going to leave the video here. Just kind of give you a little bit of insight to Cartagena. I do need to go use the bathroom, so better find 1,200 pesos. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and as always, share with me your comments. So.